A House of East 88th Street by Bernard Weber. This is the house on the 88th Street. It is now empty now, but it won't be for long. Strange sounds come from the house. Can you hear them? Listen, swish, splash, splash, swash. It began one sunny morning when a citywide storage and moving company pulled the house up 88th Street and unloaded them belongings to Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Prime and youngest son Joshua. Trying day, everybody, Miss Prim just couldn't decide where the piano. Mr. Piano's favorite pipe was accidentally packed away, and 12 cartoons lying about. Whish, splash, splash, whooshy. Loud and clear and sounds now rumble through the house. It's only a little thunder. Miss Prime assured everyone. When a city-wide storage move van carried in the potted pistachio tree, everyone rejoiced. The truck was at last empty. And the movers swish-washed and hurried off to their next job for the day. Now going to prepare for our lunch, announced Miss Prime. But I'm first wanted to go upstairs, wash gleaming hands, swish-splash, splashy. I puzzled Miss Prime, listened by her ears, directed by the bathroom door. What can it be? She asked herself in an open door. What she saw made her slam it quickly shut. Miss Prime asked if she knew he was going to scream and just waiting for it to happen. But she couldn't scream, she could scarcely talk. Miss Prime was able to manage a sharp, hoarse whisper of a voice. She called Miss Prime. There's a crocodile in the bathtub. Miss Prime looked in the bathroom. The next moment found them flying off in different directions. Help, help, Miss Prime cried out as she struggled with the window and struck fresh paint. Operator, Miss Prime shouted at the telephone. Remember it was not yet connected? Josh had heard everything. Raced to the front door to be greeted by an oddly dressed man. Told them no. To explain everything about the crocodile. The man leaving quietly but swiftly. Mr. Prime read note. Please keep kind to Mr. Crocodile. This is the most gentle of creatures and would not be harm or flea. We must have a tender, loving care. Was an artist that can perform many tricks. Perhaps he will perform some of you. I shall return. Cordially, Hector Valentini. Will eat the Turkish caviar. Her name is Lyle. Turkish caviar indeed, Miss Prime. I told you what happened on East 88th Street, whatever we do with him. And just as sudden, he got hold of the ball and was just lying among Josh's belongings and began to balance it in the nose. Up, down, noses and spine. Now is walking the steps of feet, taking ups and leaps. He was now whirling towards his soup, doing it so expertly that Primes had a clap of hands, laugh, bow, aspirationally had won his way into the hearts, into the new home. Every home should have a crocodile. Miss Prime one day, and his last time now, those little chores. He won't allow anyone else to carry out old newspapers or take to the milk. He folds towels, feeds the birds, and then he sets his table. There was always a surprise. You only have to show him once to make up a bed. People everywhere stop talking to him. Says the nicest crocodile's ever met. He likes to play the park. Always goes around with a pony cart. He now has learned to eat something besides Turkish caviar. That's good sport. Everyone must play aside. And his wonderful company will take him everywhere. Just give him a Turkish caviar in bed, warm water, and happy as a bird. On a day of brass, Brand parade past East Street. Prime rushed to the window, watched and called Lyle. There will be no answer. Look, someone pointed out. Parade, like doing a specialty of somersault. Flying leaps, walked in front of feet, taking bows first day and laid eyes on him. People watching, cheering him on. Lyle smiled back at them, drew the photographer to hand the pictures. The next day, Lyle was famous. The telephone rang occasionally, and bundles of mail would drop by a door. One letter from someone knew particularly, Miss Prime, read it. And a few words, I shall return accordingly, Hector Vaughan, very soon. Several days later, Miss Prime and Lyle were in the kitchen selling peas and heard her knocking on the door. Stage screen, heard Powell, Valentine. You can't have Lyle, called Miss Prime. He's very happy living here, and we love him dearly. He must be returned to me. It says, Senor Valentine, was it not I who raised him from young crocodilehood? Was it not I who taught him his bag of tricks? We have appeared together in stage the world over. But when I did leave him alone on the stage alone, because, answered Valentine, I could no longer afford to pay for the Turkish caviar. But now, Lyle is famous for what's very rich. He's sad, but she knew Lyle properly belonged to Salvatore, and she had him let him go. It was a tearful part for everyone. Signor Valentine had his plans for Lyle. There was travel far and wide, staying in many hotels, where sometimes the tubs were too big, other times too small. Signor Val did not do. Coco smiled, tried to make you funny faces, stood ahead. He tickled his toes, told him uproar stories, taught double his laughter, could not laugh, could not make people laugh. He cried and said, Paris made an entire audience cry, theater manager was furious and ordered off stage. Wow, the house of 88th Street went back, working together, usually bright and small, deep sighs could be coming, newspaper Miss Pine was reading. Every morning Josh was anxious, waiting the arrival of mainland in hopes of receiving word from Lyle. One morning, a letter did come, and knew handwriting very well. In a few words, we shall return. Sacred crocodiles. Not too many days after, Prime was alive with Hector Valentine, alive at the door. Take him back, Signor Valentine. This is no good. He will never make anyone laugh again. Much mistaken, anyone laughed, and tears hard. So now we should happen to be walking past the house of 88th Street. If you should happen to hear sounds that go wish wash bosh, don't be surprised, only Lyle, the crocodile.